Hello and welcome to the Who Corner. It's episode 7, and today it's my review of Kerblam, and I am joined by Jake from JTV 1963.
Alright guys, yeah, I'm going to be doing this review with Lewis, so yeah, it's kind of a bit of a change-up, isn't it, Lewis?
It is a bit of a change-up. It was your idea. It's a good idea, actually.
Yes. It was just, I mean, I felt like maybe I should be doing really more collaboration videos with other YouTubers, and it seemed like a good idea, really.
Yeah, it does. So you've watched the episode?
And plus, yeah, I did. I literally finished just watching it, and it's also good because then you have another person to talk about it to.
Yeah.
You've got 2 points of perspective, 2 points of view.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, do you want to go first and share what you thought of episode 7, Kerblam?
Yes. Right. First off, obviously it's a bit of a, I don't know, dramatic entrance to the beginning of the episode. Like, they're flying through space, you think something's bad happening, then you find out something's following them. Next thing you know, the Doctor realises, oh, it's a teleportation, blah blah blah, whatever it was, I can't remember. And then obviously it's the Kerblam man. When I saw that robot, it just freaked me out.
Yeah.
They're so freaky.
Have you seen the McCoy era?
Not really. I do want to try and watch it. I have an app on my phone that I can watch all classic shows.
Yeah, look out for Greatest Show in the Galaxy. It looks like something from that.
Yeah. What I do like is, I think twice in this episode they call back to older series. Like, obviously, the mail that the Doctor got was a fez.
Yeah.
And that obviously calls back to Matt Smith era, and I really like that. So yeah. So how about you? You go for the next bit, which is where they land on the outpost. I'm just so tired. I can't get my words out.
No, that's fine.
Plant where they work.
Yeah. Obviously, I've only just watched the episode, so I haven't had the time to rewatch it. But yeah, they arrive on this corporation called Kerblam, and we meet 2 of the characters who are played by Julie Hesmond-Houge, I think she's called, from Corrie, and Lee Mack from Not Going Out. And we see them, and the Doctor and her friends are going off on their little duties. And I think this episode did do a good job at balancing the companions, because they were all off doing their own separate little thing.
And then Graham just gets stuck with maintenance.
Yes.
I just found that funny. Doctor switches jobs. And says, oh, what am I doing then? And then just robots come up with him, blocking them up. He's like, oh.
I know.
It's just funny. I do kind of like Graham. I think he's a good addition. But I have the feeling, because I know there's going to be a New Year's special.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit strange, but
yeah.
I reckon they should have. I reckon Chris Chibnall should bring the Christmas special back for next year.
There's rumours that next year they are bringing the Christmas special back.
Yeah, apparently he ran out of ideas for a Christmas special, so he was like, nah, screw it.
Which is typical Chris Chibnall, to be honest. Yeah.
So, yeah, go on, you continue then.
What happened next? Oh yeah, so one of the people gets murdered, that Yaz is going along. I can't remember his character name. I'm rubbish at remembering the names of the supportive cast this series. Dan, that's Dan, that's it.
Dan, yeah, it's Dan, yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes into like context of like that. Obviously, he has a daughter, and he only gets to see her every 2 years. No, that's kind of upsetting, really, because if you think about it.
But whenever you give a character an upsetting backstory, you always know that they're going to get killed off.
Yeah, it was kind of obvious, because I mean, it was quite a funny character as well. But obviously, because they were leading into context, you knew, especially when Yaz got that thing from that area that no one should go to.
Yeah.
You knew he was going to die.
You did.
It's the robots, when they were just standing still like that. That just creeped me out.
I know.
So much.
Yeah.
And obviously, then Yaz turns around. There's 2 other robots. Then there's end up 3 chasing her. She legs it out. She gets back to the Doctor somehow. And then the Doctor and I think Doctor, Ryan, and Yaz all go to the office to discuss what happened.
Yes.
So, what happens next after that?
Where do we go next? So we go out onto the field sort of area, don't we? And we sort of get that sort of romance between the 2 younger characters.
I think it was Kira and Charlie, their names were.
Kira and Charlie. What did you think of Kira and Charlie as characters? What?
I tell you what, I remember back in the day when I used to watch CBBC, I recognised them 2 people. They were on 2 different shows in CBBC. I was just thinking.
Were they?
It just clicked. Yeah, they were. Like, they did like these shows back in the day, and I think they were in 2 separate shows. But it was good. But I'm leading off into a different direction here. But I do like it. Like, you kind of get the sense that Kira is obviously not one of the most fortunate characters.
No.
Because obviously she she never like knew her parents, and that's kind of upsetting. And then it's kind of nice that they got some sort of romance going on, and it's good kind of character development.
Yes,
and
true.
Obviously the Doctor then explains to Graham that he needs to find something or something. I can't remember. Like something to do with the plans of the entire.
Yeah.
That's it. Like the layout of the entire building to find out where to go in that, so they have a map practically.
Indeed.
And and obviously he goes back to the maintenance room with Charlie, and he persuades Charlie to go get the thing from the main hall.
Yeah.
Map.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that, because obviously then Graham's obviously, I think Graham has actually kind of developed as a character by himself, because obviously in the first episode he lost his wife, and then over time he's just like, especially in Arachnids in the UK, he was seeing her, and that's like showing real grief. But then at the end of the episode, he was just like, you know what, she would have wanted me to do this. So obviously it's good to know he's getting on with it and he's developing well.
I think Graham is probably my favourite of the TARDIS team. I find the other 2, I'm not really liking the other 2 that much. I mean, they're okay, but they're just quite weak characters. They've got quite a lot of development, but
I agree to an extent. Like, I do kind of like Ryan. I think Ryan's kind of funny. Like, and obviously because he's got like learning disabilities. Obviously that's been explained, because obviously he couldn't ride his bike.
I was glad that was explained again this week, because it had gone away for a few weeks.
Yeah, but he's kind of funny. I do like him. But I mean, Yaz, I'm not quite sure. She's smart. She's intelligent. And I just said the same word, but in a different time, like different kind of word. I just said smart. She's smart and intelligent.
Yeah,
she's got
I know.
Very high IQ. She's very clever.
Yes.
And I like that kind of wit about her. And you can definitely tell. And what I like is eventually she does like show her police abilities near to the end of the episode. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Go on, you carry on.
Oh, sorry. I think I like how we have got that development for Yaz, but I just still don't feel like she's a interesting character by any means, and I don't think any amount of development's really doing that.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Okay.
But what I've kind of theorised, I kind of have a feeling that Yaz and Ryan might end up becoming a couple, because they seem like they've been giving each other hints.
Yeah.
I feel like that. Like, especially in the first, maybe up to like the 4th episode, especially in the Arachnids in the UK, I remember like them pushing strong hints towards them.
I think it was Ghost Monument.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable. That's the word. Inevitable.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was Rosa. Yeah.
We're sidetracking here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to the episode. So, what happened after Graham got the map?
What did happen after Graham got the map? I can't actually remember where we went after that.
Oh, that's it. They all met up and then they all decided... Wait, no. They broke into the office.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then they all decided they had to go do certain things, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure because I don't know why, but my memory's just gone blank. But I remember the woman walking in and... Oh, yeah. They all went into the office and they had to get that... I think the others went down towards the dispatch, because that's where all the power was being drawn to. That's why there was power cuts.
Yes.
And obviously there was the that swirly thing, the V1
Twirly, wasn't it called?
Twirly, I think it was.
Yeah.
It span around there. And I think they used that to help find out the structural integrity or something like that.
Yeah.
But I do kind of... And obviously that's where it led off Ryan, Yaz and Charlie jumping down the conveyor. That was just so funny.
It was
Especially
good.
When, yeah.
It was good that we got a bit more action, because most of the series I've found has been standing around talking, and while I don't mind that personally, I think that would bore quite a lot of people.
Mm. And I do think it. I remember you messaged me because I asked you, "Oh, what did you enjoy it?" You said it reminded you of the Russell T Davies era.
Yeah.
It did kind of for me. It felt more Doctor Who.
Yeah,
like
it
that.
did.
That's the kind of feeling. I was thinking to myself when I was watching it, you know what? It feels like Russell T Davies wrote this.
It felt like The Long Game or something like that.
Yeah, I think Chris Chibnall's upped his game. He has, because I think, this is my opinion, I think he's knocked it out of the park so far. I think he's done well. And, I mean, because Demons of the Punjab, that was kind of a really settling episode, because obviously they weren't allowed to interfere with time yet again, just like Rosa. And I kind of like that, because you want to help, but you can't. Even the Doctor's like, I really want to help, but I just can't interfere. And I kind of like the effect that was in that episode, but...
I think...
Back to Kerblam.
I think...
we forgot to mention something.
Yeah.
The reason they were going down the dispatch was to find what happened to the people who were going missing.
Oh, yes.
And obviously, because Kira went missing.
She did.
And then we find out what's wrong, like what's going on. And then obviously we find out that the system's fighting something back.
Indeed it is.
And obviously, and then Charlie's banging on the window, because there's like this room, obviously, that the workers, I think they were, took Kira in.
Yep.
And they gave her a package. And then there's Yaz, Ryan and Charlie banging on the window to try and get her attention for some reason. Next thing you know, there's nothing in the box but bubble wrap. She pops it, she just explodes.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? And then Charlie was like, Kira, no. I was just realising, I was like, wait, is he got something to hide about this?
It's a good way to increase the threat by killing off characters.
And then obviously, the Doctor realises all this time that she can teleport using the Kerblam man bots. And obviously, because the manager came in and he actually has nothing to do with it. He was reporting the people who were missing.
Indeed,
and then, obviously, you explain the plot twist, because I was just like, what? You could explain the plot twist at the end.
Well, yeah, it turns out that Charlie is behind it all. All the murders and everything.
He seemed like such a nice character as well, and then you just realise, because obviously, he said, oh, Kira, no. He was and then she exploded. She popped the bubble wrap. And then we find out that there's millions and millions of those Kerblam mans in the dispatch holding boxes.
I know.
And they have all got the killer bubble wrap. And the reason he wants to do that is to stop the efficiency of people buying stuff from Kerblam to get it shut down. So that's kind of a rude plan, but it would probably work.
Yeah.
Bad plan, but it would probably work. Like, as in bad, as in a lot of depth's bad.
Yes.
But it would probably work.
Excellent.
And obviously, and obviously they all ask, oh, why are you doing this? And then, but you can explain the ending, because I think I spoke a bit too much. I ain't let you speak much, have I?
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's good to let the guest talk. So then we return to the TARDIS. Have I skipped a step?
Yeah, and I was about to say you have. You missed a bit with Swirly and how Charlie got free after Yaz's like holding him down.
What?
He's legged it into the Met. Like.
Oh yes,
do you remember?
yes. And then he gets blown up with the robots.
Yeah, and because obviously, what the Doctor tells Swirly to do, because she connects him to the new mainframe, telling them, I want you to send the packages to the Kerblam men themselves who have them and tell them to open them.
Yes.
Because Charlie doesn't realise what's going on. He's in there, and when they all... And she says, make sure that they do what everyone does with bubble wrap. And obviously he's in there, they teleport out, boom, he's dead.
Oh.
Then they're outside, and they're all explaining, we're giving them 2 weeks off sick, and stuff like that, while they reconfigure the whole system.
Yes.
And stuff, and then they're all back in the TARDIS, and Yaz has the keychain from Dan, and I think that was it. She wanted to like take it back to Dan's kid.
It's a weird ending because we go to it's a close up on the bubble wrap, isn't it? When Graham makes some sort of quip about it.
And then he just drops it, and then he just looks, and then it just plays that end music. And frankly, I thought overall that was a decent episode.
Yeah, it was decent. Yeah, I thought it wasn't anything brilliant, but I thought it felt, as you said before, it felt a bit more Doctor Who like, and I think that's welcome. Last
RTD era. That kind of era.
Yeah. Last week's episode was really good, I found, but this week's episode wasn't quite as good as last week's. But I think it was better Doctor Who, because last week's was good, but it wasn't necessarily good Doctor Who.
Yeah, and should we talk about the preview for the next episode? I don't actually know. I think it's the Trial of the Witches.
It's the Witchfinders. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and it's about obviously back in, I think, was it the Middle Ages?
Yeah, it's the 16th century or something.
Yeah, and
17th.
Go back, and it's something to do with like the witches being tested and something like that.
Yeah, and King James I is played by Alan Cumming. And he's a major part.
I remember him from like Spy Kids back in the day when he was in the film Spy Kids. Oh,
was he in that?
Yeah, he was the main guy behind it, but he then changed for some reason.
He was in GoldenEye as well, the James Bond film. Yeah.
So overall, general thoughts on the episode.
I thought it was decent. It was fun and enjoyable. Not really anything special as such, but it was a welcome return to Doctor Who. I think Pete McTighe delivered on his Doctor Who intro. The cast were balanced well. There's too much Sonic Screwdriver. I'm really getting annoyed at the overuse.
Yeah, I tell you what, I absolutely hate the fact that Jodie Whittaker's got stuck into going like this every time she gets her Sonic out.
I know.
Even when she's got it out already, she has to go, I hate that, and she does it so slow. Why can't you just do boom, instead of having to go...
It's really irritating.
I mean, one thing I did forget to mention, obviously, because I said it called back to 2 series before, it actually says, you know when they're hiding in that closet?
Yeah.
And Yasmin was like, oh, you're the type of person who obviously poked a beehive to see what happened.
Yeah.
And then she talked about, did I ever tell you about that time with Agatha Christie? And obviously that calls back to that episode, Tennant, with...
Unicorn and the Wasp.
That happened, yeah.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh my god, that's twice. So they called back to 11 and 10, and I love that.
There was another Psychic Paper was used for the first time as well.
Actually, they did use it before. They used it in Demons of the Punjab. I was like,
did they
see the Psychic Papers return? Yeah, they did.
Oh yes, of course, I forgot about that. I was thinking this is the first time.
It hasn't changed one bit. It hasn't changed one bit,
no.
I love that. It's good to know that they're keeping old props used.
I love the time vortex as well, that they keep showing us that. Yeah.
It looks brilliant. I love the TARDIS exterior, interior.
The exterior is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love the custard cream dispenser. Like, that's just.
I've actually got a custard cream here.
Of course, only you, Lewis.
Yeah.
Only you.
Only me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I enjoyed that overall. I'd
Yeah.
say, out of 10, I'd give that an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a 7. I'm gonna say
I'd
7.
Say so. It's quite evenly matched. So, I quite enjoyed doing this video with you.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do another
Brilliant.
one.
What one would you like to do? I mean, there's 3 more episodes left.
We could do in the next 3. Yeah, we could do the next 3 episodes.
We could, yeah.
On the 1st of December, we could probably do something special, like
We could.
something Doctor Who kind of Christmassy thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, like show off like what I could do is I can show off like my Doctor Who collection stuff.
Brilliant.
Like my little shrine, and then you can do it as well, and I can send you the video because
Okay.
luckily we're linked. We're linked through Instagram, but yeah, again, we could do that as well because I'm pretty sure you can screen record. If you find an app on your phone, Lewis, you can screen record.
Okay.
And then what you can do is you can screen record you showing me your Doctor Who collection, then
Yes.
me showing you your Doctor Who collection on Christmas, and then that's
Yeah.
not too bad.
I'm sorry this is only connected by sound this week, but I'll try and find a way if we do this again next week that we could do this a bit, because it was a bit last minute, so hopefully next week we'll be able to connect fully.
It was just a throwaway project, really.
Yeah,
But
and it's nice.
I really did enjoy this. This is quite fun.
Yeah,
Quite fun.
it is fun. Thank you for coming on. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yep, so don't forget, you guys, if you're sub to Lewis, if you want to check my channel out, I'm sure he'll put my name on the screen.
I will.
And possibly link my channel in the description and that.
Yes,
so, yeah,
of course.
So you can watch the stuff. And I did release a video early morning today, although I tried releasing it yesterday. Complicated though. But yeah, so thanks for letting me on, Lewis.
Thank you for coming on. It's been an honour. A pleasure,
Right.
probably. That's better wording. See you later.
Right.
See you next week, probably.
Right, bye, guys.
Bye. So, the Who Meter. Obviously, I've told you what I rate this episode, and obviously Jake told you what he rated this week's episode. But over here, I rate the episode out of 10. So I give each episode of the series a score out of 10. It's very, very hard to see it. So let's move it a bit closer. But scores vary throughout the series. So last week's I gave an 8. Or about I gave an 8 back then. It was a 7.5. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it a between a 6 and a 7. So I'm probably gonna give it about there this week. So that's how the series sort of goes so far. And over here we've got performances out of 10. Jodie Whittaker this week was okay. Bit annoying at points. I'm gonna give her a 7. Week 7. Bradley Walsh, he was okay. I'm gonna give him a 6. Mandeep Gill, bleh, 5. She was okay. Nothing special. Nothing to report home about. And Tosin Cole is a 5 again. They were just okay, the companions this week. They weren't anything special. They weren't anything brilliant. Wow, Bradley Walsh has been the only one that's been anything really great, or a companion with any potential. I think the scores for the companions' performances, they could be higher, they could be at 7s, but they're not. So once again, because none of the companions achieved fully anything special, I'm going to have to give Jodie the performance of the week for her 5th time this series. She's received it in episodes 1, 2, 5, 6 and 7. So Mandeep and Tozin are yet to receive performance of the episode. So hopefully they will be able to as time progresses. Obviously, as it's a bit of a different show, it was a longer review this week, so there's no Who Will Help, but I will try and release that separately. So if you want to see Who Will Help, then there will still be an episode 7, which will be released during the week at some point. I'd like to thank Jake. Obviously, please check out his channel, JTV 1963. There's a link to it in the comments or the description. Please stay tuned for next week. Next week, we're going to have... Not sure whether we'll have Jake on again. We'll have to see. But I think we'll get him on for at least one other week during Series 11. I'll have my review of the Witchfinders. I'll have a preview for It Takes You Away. And there's Who Will Help. So another action-packed show next week. I've been Lewis Moon. Please tune into that. You may notice I've moved location. That's because this is recorded the next day. Thank you for tuning in. As always, please like and subscribe and stay tuned for next week's review of The Witchfinders. See you then.